Hello everyone and welcome. This is part 8, Myths and Misconceptions about Job Hunting. Myth from a potential employer's perspective. A history of job hopping is always going to be problematic. The reality is, it depends. If you're making strategic career moves that demonstrate growth, while broadening your knowledge base and experience, employers may look more favorably at a history of job hopping. Myth: sending cover letters is old-fashioned and out-of-date and unnecessary. Reality: cover letters are a necessity because they allow you to tailor your application in a way that showcases your skills, experience, fit, personality, and enthusiasm. Myth: you should not try to negotiate your salary offer. Reality: negotiating is expected. What you need to do is research industry standards and then confidently advocate for your value based on your skills and your experience. Myth: if applying to 10 jobs is good, then applying to 100 jobs is better, and applying to hundreds of jobs is an even better way of finding your next great position. Reality: a focused job search is better than a scattershot approach. It's quality over quantity when it comes to the applications that you submit. Instead of a shotgun approach, focus on tailoring your applications to fewer but more relevant roles for you. Myth: the interview process is over after the final interview, and the reality is sending a thank you note and following up to express interest in the position after that demonstrates professionalism and a continued enthusiasm and interest on your part for the position you've applied to. Myth: honesty is absolutely key in job interviews. You should always answer interview questions honestly, even if your response would be viewed by the employer as negative. Reality is that honesty is in fact the best policy, and what we ought to do is frame negative experiences positively. What we need to do is focus on what we've learned and how we've grown as a consequence of the negative experience. Myth: your activities on social media are irrelevant to your job search. Reality: potential employers routinely check job applicants' online presence as a way to avoid potential problems. Maintain a professional online presence. Sterilize any controversial posts or similar online activity. And remember to continue to strategically network on platforms including LinkedIn. Myth: age is a significant barrier to employment. Reality: ageism exists in the hiring process. To some extent, applicants can overcome ageism by recognizing that experience and adaptability are valuable assets to potential employers, and by focusing on showcasing their skills and their enthusiasm irrespective of their age. Myth: if you're not selected for a job, the door is permanently closed with that employer. In reality, rejection doesn't always mean forever. My advice is to stay professional and stay connected, because future opportunities with that employer might arise as their needs change. And this is particularly true if you were one of the finalists for a position but not selected. Myth: you need to have all of the listed qualifications, skills, and education to apply for a position. In reality, you don't. If you're not applying to positions that you're not a perfect fit for, what you're doing is self-rejecting. What you should be doing is focusing on the key requirements and highlight in your cover letter the transferable skills that you have, as well as your eagerness to learn and your enthusiasm for the position. My advice is to let the employer decide whether or not they want to interview you. Myth: the best qualified candidates always get the job. Reality: in a sense, it depends on how you describe or define best qualified. Best qualified may or may not involve hiring the candidate with the best skills, education, and experience, because fit within the company's culture and the hiring manager's preference often outweigh qualifications. Myth: asking questions at the end of the interview is problematic. Asking questions makes it seem like you weren't paying attention. Reality: you should always ask questions. Asking thought-provoking questions demonstrates your engagement, your interest in the position, and your proactive approach to understanding the role and the company. That's what I have for today. I hope you found it interesting. Take care.